Welcome to Ask Dr. Change. I'm Dr. Linda Ackerman Anderson. I'm happy to have you join me today to explore how to seriously uplevel your leadership and consulting to transformational changes, all through conscious change leadership. Welcome to this episode of the Change Leaders Roadmap methodology. We are on to phase 8, which is celebrate and integrate the new state. Hallelujah. Hopefully all that work that's gone before has allowed us to land in the new reality. Note that up until now, we've called it desired state or the future state. Now we refer to it as our new state because hopefully we are living in it. The implementation has gone hopefully well and smoothly. We've course corrected, and now we are in the new state. There are two activities here that I want to separate and give orientation to. The first is celebrate the achievement of the desired state. Two important deliverables here. The achievement of your desired state has been declared and celebrated, and people throughout your project community have been recognized and rewarded for supporting the successful creation of the desired state. So this is an activity that we've embedded in the Change Leaders Roadmap because so typically there's so much change going on. We finish implementation in a project management orientation. The whole change process gets handed off to operations, and operations is already really busy, and we don't actually land in the new reality and recognize consciously that we are in fact living in a new reality. So this is both emotional and psychological and energetic, I'll say, about supporting the organization to take a deep breath, feet on the ground, and realize we are living in a new reality. And the project may be large or small. It's still important to allow people to recognize and acknowledge they are now living in the new state that was the desired state. And all that hard work is being acknowledged. That's what's important here. And so the one task of doing this is, in fact, to allow for that to happen. Sometimes organizations will do fun things like have a celebration. Sometimes they'll give out, tokens of hats or cups or, any pens or those kinds of things, acknowledging the new state. And so what we're after here is when people have really given a lot and stretched their capacity, that we acknowledge the work done to successfully achieve the new state. So that's the first activity of this phase. The second activity has some more weight and work to it. It's supporting integration and mastery of the new state. So this is also a unique piece in the Change Leaders Roadmap. What we realize is that so often the assumption is, okay, we're in the new state, off and running. And with the assumption that people can be 100% competent and confident in their new reality. Well, in a complex change, especially transformational, that's not reasonable. People really need time to settle in, to figure it out, to integrate, to recognize that they're good at it, they can be successful at it. And so this activity is a really important one. There are two major tasks here. The first is to support individuals and teams to integrate and master the new state. I want to mention a little bit about integration and mastery. So integration is very much about I get it, I understand it, I know my part in it, I know how to do it, I'm capable of doing it, I understand. Mastery is about I now recognize that I'm a part of this new reality, and actually I'm able to see how to improve it, how to support it, how to excel at it, how to support others to be successful in it. That's mastery. It's taking it beyond current reality and making it better. And so this first task, supporting individuals and intact work teams, is designed so that people individually and again collectively have an opportunity to see what's being asked of them. Are they able to do it? Are they given what they need? Are they getting the information and resources needed to do their part of the new reality? And are they able to deliver to others what they contribute to the new reality? And so getting in tech teams to sit together to say, how's it going? Do we have what we need? Is there something else? Should we do this differently? To really have a learning approach and orientation to how do we make this the best possible way possible. It's also a cultural move to do that, to give people an opportunity to sit and not be afraid of, am I getting it right? Am I going to be seen? Am I going to be found out? If there's a need for further training, for further support, for your subject matter experts to come in and be super users, all of that takes place here. This is all about adoption. And so adoption can't happen just at a head level. It needs to happen all through at a heart level, at a physical level, at a hands level. It's not just in the head. And so what we're after here is supporting teams and individuals to adopt because they're able to really wrestle. No shame, no blame for not having it be perfect. It won't be perfect at the beginning of this time. So this is an opportunity, this whole phase is an opportunity to let people land safely and figure out what they need to be successful. The next task of this activity has potentially very significant impact on the whole organization's success in the new state. It is supporting the whole system to integrate and master the new state. What do we mean by the whole system? Well, especially if the change is transformational, all of the people, all of the functions, all of the levels, all of the managers and leaders and stakeholders who have been affected and changed by the project, by the transformation, they comprise the whole system. And so if we've asked them to actually create a whole new reality, given the depth of the transformation, this task is designed to allow them collectively to see their part of the whole new reality, what they contribute, what value they offer, what they give to others. It's like if you describe the new reality as a puzzle, each person, each function needs to see its puzzle piece contributed to the whole new picture, to the whole system picture. So the way in which we've done this, the best example I have of this was in a Sun Petroleum Products transformation years ago, where we literally flip-flopped the organization on its side from refinery-based to product service-based, business line-based. And so we took it out of a functional organization into a business line organization. Radical change to just about everything. When we completed the enormous amount of work to do that, we designed a meeting where all managers of all the new functions were given some pre-work assignments to work with their teams to identify what their part is in the new reality, what they've been asked to do, what their purpose is, what their deliverable is, what they need from others to do that, and what they contribute to other parts of the organization when being successful in what's being asked of them. So it was an engagement strategy. They talked with their staffs about those questions. Then we brought them together to each person have an opportunity to declare, here's what I've been asked to do in the larger system of things. Here's what I need, and I'm getting it or not. Here's what I contribute, I'm delivering it or not. And we had a no blame, no shame orientation to the meeting where we identified what was working, what we had thought through, what we had developed and ensured could happen, and what was missing. So many follow-up adoption actions came out of that meeting. Everybody realized that collectively, they were all needed to produce what the whole system was designed to create for the whole organization. It was extraordinarily powerful. It was very bonding. Everybody saw their value. Everybody recognized their contribution. And we had a whole follow-up agenda of things that needed to be attended to actually further refine the new state design. Very powerful opportunity to bring everybody together so the whole system fully understands what it is intended to do, what it needs to do in order to be successful in the fulfillment of its overarching transformational strategy. So, phase 8, very important. Celebrate and integrate and master the new reality we've now generated after all of this time and energy so that the organization creates the future it needs to be successful. So this is an interim phase of adoption. It's core, it's central to adoption. It creates and requires special design of these interventions and meetings. And I hope that you'll take to heart the importance of, I would say, pausing long enough, but it's not a pause, but inserting this kind of work in your process following implementation. And that the leaders of the change, whether project managers or change process leaders, they don't let go at this point until full adoption is achieved. So I hope you've added some to-dos and some understanding to how you follow up with implementation, which is the work of phase 8. Thanks for spending this time with me today. I hope it's been of value to you. Thanks for spending some time with me today. I hope you gained some valuable insights for your work. Please send me your questions and challenges by going to askdrchange.com.